Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I am up pretty early because I was up doing my vision board, child. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And I've been fasting, so God has been waking me up pretty early. And I get my exercise in, and then I do my vision for the day, right? And it is really helping to keep me grounded because I have so much going on. If I'm not careful, I will mess around and run myself ragged, whereas I am drained physically and mentally. Okay. And so I have to really, this right here has been awesome. I fast before, but I'm telling you, when I tell you it has been awesome, it has been awesome. I think I'm just going to make this, instead of a fad, a lifestyle change, right? But I wanted to, I jumped on YouTube, child, and I was looking at Tasha K, okay? And I was looking at a little bit of Tasha K where she was saying that rumors are that Beyonce's mother is back on the market. And I'm gonna just say, when I first saw it, I was like, oh Lord, what is Tasha K talking about? Okay. And then I started to do some more research on it. And I thought about, because I follow Miss Tina Knowles, okay? And Tina, she's normally talking about her husband and things of that nature. But I had not been seeing that. I didn't pay it any attention. I did see where they're saying that somebody broke into her house and stole $1 million. When I saw that, I felt like that was really weird. Okay. I felt like that was really weird. Um, yeah, for somebody, because I was looking at Beyonce's mother's house. I know that when thieves want to do something, they don't care. Folks desperate these days. But I'm sure that house has a lot of high tech security around it and some more stuff. And I was like, I know it wouldn't have been easy to break into a house like that is gated, in a gated community, okay, and also gated, and go and get $1 million. I mean, how in the hell would somebody, just any random person, know that she's got $1 million in her house? So how would they know what a safe is? Because most people have safes in their panic walls, or floor, or something. You know what I mean? It's not, their safe is not just sitting out. You know what I mean? They have hiding spots for things like that. So I was like, well, I don't know how I felt about it, but I just didn't think nothing else about it, because I felt like something was wrong, right? So then I came across this story, and I like Tina. I do. I like Tina. I look at Tina eyes, and Tina and them looks a little evil, okay, but but I likes Tina and them, okay. I pay close attention to people's eyes, child. That's just something that I do. Folks that run around here with shades on, think they're gonna do business with me. I'll, I won't finalize it until another day, because I got to look at the eyes. Okay, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And there have been some people that they got them straight up cold eyes. I can't pay attention to people's eyes. It'll tell you everything. Okay, but I want to read this article, child. And I'm not saying Tina is evil. Okay, don't think I'm saying it. Okay, because I know how people are. Um, I'm just saying in general. Okay, I want to read this article, child. That's her and her husband, and y'all know her husband is an actor. Okay, nice looking man. Um, he's been in quite a few shows and movies and things of that nature. I think his name is Michael Lawson. Okay. Richard Lawson. Okay. It says, Last month, actor Richard Lawson denied that he and his wife, Tina Knowles, are living apart and seeing other people. Speculations ran rampant when fans noticed that Richard, 76, he looks good to be 76, almost 80 years old, okay? Did not attend any of Beyonce's Renaissance European tour dates despite being in Cannes, France at the time. Last week, someone broke into Tina's Hollywood Hills home and stole $1 million in cash and valuables. Fans wonder if the burglary and the couple's breakup are connected. Mm. Fans began putting two plus two together. Okay, when Richard failed to show up to any of his stepdaughter's concerts, internet sleuths, I hope I'm saying that right, okay, compared notes and noticed inconsistencies. One fan noted Tina and Richard didn't attend Cannes Film Festival together this year. They said sadly it looks like him and Tina split up. They didn't post anything about their anniversary back in April. Usually she always reposts about the Waco Theater or something about him being in Cannes, showing support. Another fan wrote, I'm wondering, she's been on tour with her daughter and she posted something so weird a few weeks ago asking why men cheat when they have good wives. She didn't even join Richard in Cannes for the film, although she was already in Europe. Child, Tina, at almost 80 years old, if she's still asking why men cheat, she might be a little naive, child. It ain't no answer for that. They it I don't think anybody will ever have an answer for that. Okay. Um, a third person wrote, nope, he's been liking some pretty revealing pics of women in their late 20s and early 30s. I was going to say he might be going through a midlife crisis, but child, he ain't in no midlife no more. He's at the end, okay? Because see, God says he gives you 75. After that, you living on grace. You would think these old niggas would be trying to get their damn lives right so they can go on to home. I'm talking about to the real home, to the real home, okay, not on this earth, okay, because he living on grace at the, at this point. He's living on grace, okay, because I think they said, did I just say he was 76? God says he gives you 75, okay, but instead of trying to get his life in order, trying to get his business in order, okay, he letting that Viagra make a fool out of him, okay. Beyonce fans are saddened that her 69-year-old mother is apparently back on the market after 8 years of marriage. Tina divorced Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, after he fathered two children out of wedlock. Poor old Tina, she done been down through there, okay? Because I've heard about their story about how Matthew did her, and he had a dream of Beyonce. He believed in Beyonce. He quit his job, and Tina was doing hair, and she had to work and pay all the bills, and they started losing their houses. I remember Solange doing an interview and said, they just noticed that the houses started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It paid off for him in the end. He hit the jackpot. It's a good thing that he believed in his daughter, but his wife held him down while he was believing in his daughter, right? Held the whole family down. So you would think he would have had more loyalty to her, but thank God it seems like her daughter has really hooked her up. But Tina is 69 and Richard is 76, child, going on over into his 80s. Okay, so God and giving him his, what's that, three and a quarter, okay, and he living on grace. Okay. And so instead of him, because he married into, like Tasha K said, he married into royalty. Okay. And, Beyonce seems to be very protective of her mother. Okay. And I think Jay-Z loves her mother too. I hear they ain't too proud to knock a nigga off. Okay. So I hope he don't get knocked out. One thing that I did hear when they first got married, because Tina had always talked about God and things of that nature. He's into the Scientology situation, And they said that when she had married him, she immediately joined the Scientology church or something. Um so, that's something too, but people have been saying that she's no longer carrying his last name on her Instagram. She is. I just looked at it. She's definitely carrying his last name, and for her to be posting why do men cheat? I mean, Tina is 69 years old. Hell, she already know there's no answer for that. They cheat because the wind blew left, and you know it, it I mean, the wind blew left. It wasn't blowing to the right that day. Or they cheat because they dropped a nickel on the ground, okay? Or so the thing about it is they don't need a reason. I dropped a penny on the ground and I was upset, so I went and cheated. You know what I mean? I went to the McDonald's and they gave me, instead of 20 French fries, they gave me 19. Okay. So it'll never make sense. They don't need a reason to cheat. Okay. And so Tina should know that. And so I just hope that it is well with her soul, and she knows her value. Okay. Because one thing about them, if they cheat once, it's just in them. They won't stop. Especially if you keep taking them back. They know it ain't no repercussions. Okay. They feel like they can just say, I'm sorry, and life goes on. You have to go ahead and let them know you ain't playing with them, child. Tina is still, she younger than him. She's 69. She still got a few good years left. And as she's Beyonce's mom, she can always get another man. Child, go get you another man. Okay. And show him what you working with. Okay. That's how you have to do it, and just go on with your life. But maybe they will reconcile. And I remember that when she first married him, child, when she married him, people was a little surprised, and folks was asking questions and things of that nature. And what I found so funny was, I was looking at where Tina was talking about Blue Ivy. They credited Blue Ivy for the reason that they had gotten married. I really want to pull that up. Did I? Yeah. She credited Blue Ivy. It says, when speaking to People magazine about her big day, uh Tina Knowles admits to Blue Ivy playing Cupid and influencing the couple to walk down the aisle. Okay. As a matter of fact, because when I click into other screens, I don't know if you all can hear me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to um pull this up. It says, when speaking to People magazine about her big day, Tina Knowles admits to Blue Ivy playing Cupid and influencing the couple to walk down the aisle. That was in 2015. Okay, so Blue Ivy was about 3 years. Yeah, she was 3 years old, child. A 3-year-old that influenced them to get married, child. According to Tina, her and her actor husband Richard Lawson have known each other for 3 decades, but just recently revived a romantic relationship about a year and a half ago. Oh, revived. So they had dated before. If they revived it, they had dated before. And okay. It says Tina recalls that sometime in September 2014, the couple went on a boat ride with Beyonce and Jay-Z. And when they came out dressed elegantly for dinner, the 3-year-old approached her grandmother and Richard saying, "Oh, y'all look beautiful. When are y'all getting married?" Apparently, Richard's response to the inquisitive wives beyond her years toddler was, "Oh, Blue, soon. Do you approve?" Blue's comment resonated with the couple and acted as the initial push in encouraging their vow exchange. Fast forward 7 months later to April 12, 2015, when the couple eventually tied the knot, and it's safe to say Blue helped orchestrate the whole ordeal. The ceremony took place on a yacht with an intimate guest list that included the likes of Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams, Lawson's children, and Samuel L. Jackson. Child, now let me just say this, because now Richard Lawson has kind of made a name for himself in Hollywood. I've seen him in movies. Let me just see, okay? all of the movies. Let me see all of the movies he's been in. Hold on, let me see here. Because Richard Lawson has been in quite a few shows and stuff. Okay, let's see, Richard Lawson, and he has a daughter that is an actress also. Um, let's see. Yeah, he's played in a lot of movies. He's played in a whole. He's got a he's definitely played in a lot of movies. Yeah, he played in Blue Hill. I love that movie with Alan Payne. Stella Got Her Groove Back. All of those good movies. He's been in TV shows and things of that nature. See, maybe Richard Lawson thought, because even though he made a name for himself, he's not an A-list star. Okay, he married into royalty, and maybe he thought that would take his stock up, but instead, it seems like he just became Tina Knowles' Beyonce's stepfather. He didn't become anything other than Beyonce's stepfather, Beyonce's mother's husband, and it's like it moved, it pushed him to the background. And so him being 76 years old, child, and he all on Instagram and or wherever he had and liking 20, 30-year-old girls pictures and stuff. Here, the man ain't dead. But at the same time, if he is cheating, because it appears that she thinks that he's cheating, okay, hey, these old men, they cheat now. That Viagra making a damn fool out of them. Okay, we already know they ain't got no nature like that, but I mean, because around that time it starts to what's the word that I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word. Okay, but they start to pull back on wanting to have, intercourse and stuff all the time. It starts to decline. That's the word. But since they got this Viagra and all of this stuff, I mean, it keeps them um standing up, I guess. They having babies and going on. So I would assume that I would say that it's messing with their brain, but I mean that's what most men do, you know. But at this point, I guess because went through his midlife crisis around 50, child, probably. So in his 70s, I think he's just trying to keep himself alive because he's living on grace. Okay. When God says, I give you three and a quarter, that's 75 years. After that, you living on grace. Okay. And so he living on grace. And I guess he wanna, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, hopefully they can work it out. They're saying that maybe he had something to do with that, and I could see that. With her house, somebody going into a house getting $1 million and getting other things, he would know where it was, and maybe she just reported it. Because that's what women do. Hey, he went into my house and he went into the house and got $1 million. I am going to report it stolen. I don't know what happened because I'm sure she got it insured, but I feel like she definitely know what happened. That sounds about right. He more than likely went in there and got it, like they said. Okay, especially if they are going through a breakup. Okay. But anyway, y'all, this is gonna be interesting. Now, Richard Lawson, you living on grace. I don't be messing with Miss Tina Knowles and Jay-Z and Beyonce and them. I have you going missing, Miss Tina from down there in Louisiana. I remember Beyonce said her grandmother used to, her mother's mother, was interceding for them when they was young. She'd be burning candles and stuff and praying in some type of language. Okay, so he need to lead them women from Louisiana alone. Okay. He think he in the background. Okay. He think he in the background now. He messing with, that's Beyonce's mother. He'll never get a role again, or his daughter. So I think he need to rethink that. Okay. But hopefully they'll work it out. I'd be liking to see people when they marry work their situations out. Um, I know it'd be hard when they cheat, child. It's hard to forgive a nigga that you've been loyal to when they cheat, especially, I guess, when you're taking vows. I can assume that it's even worse, like when you've taken vows with them, because I've never been married, and it's so hard for me, because I be ready to jack a nigga for real. Every time I look at him, nigga, you cheated on me, you nigga, you cheated on me. You think I'm gonna let you be happy? And I'm in turmoil? Absolutely not. So I hope they can work past that, because I don't be liking for nobody to be like that, even though I am. I'm that's why I'm fasting now, because I be praying. Okay. So we'll see where this goes, but Mr. Lawson might feel like he almost 100. He really almost 100. And I guess he's saying he done been in Hollywood all these years. If they ruin his career, they can't ruin his career. He done did everything that he ever wanted to do. He living on grace. He done lived all the years that God has given him. Okay, now he living on grace. He don't really give a damn no more. Okay, but hopefully they can go and work it out, child. And Mr. Lawson get his mind back, because when they get old, they need an ego boost. But being with Beyonce's mother should be an ego boost. Okay. That's what you would think, okay? But his mind probably tell him he's supposed to be with Beyonce. Hey, but Beyonce might be too old for him, because she in her 40s, okay? So they say he looking at 20 and 30-year-olds. So he borderline perv, okay? But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. And what I was saying about Blue Ivy, being 3 years old at the time and mentioning that, and they credit her and all of that because a 3-year-old said it. They felt like it was prophetic, that God had the 3-year-old to say that they were supposed to get married. Child, please, you know. But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.